in a business of the handcraft business, it is because you want to actually get money on a quick run because it is Christmas and people are giving out gifts to loved ones. But with the handcraft items, this is something that can continuously prevail. These are items people give out on birthdays. These are the same items tourists love about the nature in a country where they've gone to visit. For instance, why most of the handcrafts are on sale greatly in most of the tourism sites. If you've happened to go to Jinja, there is also a handcraft market around Entebbe Road opposite the Victoria Mall. So you can see these people target different people. And it's not a seasonal product as you may think, but it's something that if you venture into a business that has no expiry, that is dealing with goods that have no expiry. So you can definitely get yourself going with that. Let's look at the other unique gift baskets, or the ones that we refer as gift bags. You've seen Christmas is always a period of giving back, a period of merrymaking, a period of sharing and caring. So to share is to care. To care is by sharing. So when you're sharing the little you have, you're caring. So in a period like this, gift bags are on demand. Why? Because people look for these particular gift bags as an opportunity to put in to put in the gifts that they are sending to their loved ones. For example, look at a scenario whereby you want to buy a gift for a loved one. And once you want to buy a gift for a loved one, the only opportunity you can use, or the only chance you can utilize, is by getting the opportunity to bring in the goods and the services. And then these particular goods that you need to buy or purchasing should be the gift bags, because people are willing to buy them in such a time. People want to offer, they can actually not be offering gifts for Christmas, others may be offering New Year's gifts, others may be offering birthday gifts for those December babies and those born in December. So all that converges still in one basket of the gift bag. So if you continuously buy such products, you are gaining, you are actually attaching more to helping others out. Let's look at the other. You can actually become a jewelry maker. A jewelry maker is someone who can actually deal in selling of jewelry, and the jewelry can actually be very profitable for you. Why? Because women love it so much. And in such times, they tend to buy new things for their wardrobe. They tend to restock again ahead of a new year. Because remember, everyone wants to get done with the old stuff. Most probably, every other person would choose to actually get something new ahead of a new year. And jewelry, being part of women, should be one of those. And you can actually make your own jewelries and sell them during the Christmas period if you have that talent as well. Or if at all you can't, you can actually purchase them and start selling them from the different suppliers who deal with them. And then the other, you can actually become an event organizer. Well, organizing events as of now should be a scientific mode. But becoming an event organizer can help you get some money during the festive season. Because this is a time whereby even companies are making, you've seen this is a time when corporate companies are celebrating end of year parties. This is a time when they sit down with their staff members. They normally go on and leave for a full week. Then there are other companies that give their staff a break for work till they return in January. But still, with this particular time, if you become an event organizer, you need to center yourself well and know that these are the clients I'm going to deal with. In this period, event organizers make a lot of money. And it is, if at all you haven't actually positioned yourself in there, you should be looking out for opportunities. And if you have the money to organize an event, you can actually deal in the decor. You know, event organizing is not all about bringing let's say the equipment, the public system, but you can actually be in charge of the decor. You can actually be in charge of the food services, because this is part of event organizing. And you can render different services that are attached to a different event or a specific event. So that is what we call being part of or becoming an event organizer. The other can actually be a vacational rental order. So most people travel to distant places. Someone decides to have the festive season up country. Others decide to have it in the wilderness. Others decide to have it. I know of a group of people, group of friends of mine who have organized a trip for 31st of January. And for them, they want to enter 2022 in the wilderness at Makshon Falls. So this is the type of scenario whereby if you have different cottages or different houses in up country, you can rent them out for the people to actually sleep in for just the period of the festive season. It can actually be like a full week or even 4 days. So that is where you can see people get the money from there. You can also do a car rental business during this time. You render it out, though it can be a bit tricky because in the festive period, most probably people are so into merrymaking and tend to actually spend a lot of their time minding about their own selves and forgetting about the products they use or the cars or maybe about any other thing. You've seen drunkos at the time. Abantu banywa nnyo omwenge n'atuuka akaseera n'avaako olw'ensonga nga nti ali mu mmundu za ssekukkulu. Anyway, the other still can actually be you can actually deal in Christmas tree selling. The Christmas trees, these days, it's just not like the other days when we used to go out, Christmas, during Christmas. Christmas tree. Christmas trees are sold in supermarkets. Some people actually sell them around arcades, others around shopping malls. So you can still venture into such a business because I do know some people buy Christmas trees and after Christmas they wrap them back and put them and keep them for the following Christmas celebrations. But then there are others who buy Christmas trees after a year and they buy other product after product. So that is where we're actually saying, yes, you can venture into that same particular one and get yourself going. All right. And still with that, you can as well look at become a makeup artist during such a period. Or the makeup artists can actually, for all those makeup artists out there, you can just add more spices or you can actually add more to your makeup business to boost and give room for expansion so that clients can come in a time. So what we do expect ahead of the festive season, regardless of the fact that we are living in lockdown times, but believe me, people do have money. Sometimes you may be saying people don't have the money, but there are people who have the money and they are willing to spend it during such a time. So the makeup business makes a lot of money. You see the fact that it is actually making money even during this period of time, whereby someone is just going for a meeting and they decide to go and apply some makeup to look good in the meeting, or when someone is having a presentation, they decide to go for a makeup to a makeup artist, more so the ladies. And so if you do the makeup business ahead of the festive season, still you can get some money out of it. In such a period where everyone wants to look good, and people are going to visit loved ones, people are going to visit people they've taken time without seeing, and they need to look good. And looking good, makeup artists normally, if you look at why women apply makeup, it's because they feel with applying makeup, it adds some extra beauty to you. You look more presentable with the makeup. So you can still do that as a business. So among these, you can definitely see that those are some of the bigger businesses that you can definitely venture into in terms of the festive season and get going. Oh, there is also the last one can actually be, you can actually deal in cleaning, the clean service or the servicing business. You've seen a number of Ugandan entrepreneurs lately engaging in the laundry and cleaning business, and it seems it is actually breeding in a lot of profits for most of them. And at the end of it all, during this time when people tend to actually engage in different parties, you can actually use it as a period for you to get more money and maybe relax after the festive season is done. Because during the season, people are willing to spend the money. People are not willing to go dirty in one way or the other. All right. And so those are some of the business tips or ideas that you can use during the festive season, ahead of the festive season. And you can definitely get some money out of it. As others are partying, you're making the money. All right. After the break, I will return with